Hi guys! So as promised, I'm just going to use the cards I unboxed last night and did a little recording of. The enchanted Förhäxa tarot, I think that's how you say it, it's Swedish for enchanted. So the enchanted tarot, and it is rather enchanting. I've got quite a lot of dark, quite a lot of, it's like declares that the characters in it are genderless as well. I found it quite interesting to unbox because there's actually no Emperor card. The Emperor card is instead like the Council of Consort or something. So I took away that whole like masculine element and made it a collective, which was an interesting way to go. I have got my lovely Labradorite on, which I feel is very Piscean. It's connected to the moon and water, so very appropriate to be wearing on a Piscean new moon. There's our Sleepy Fin there, in case you wanted to see Sleepy Fin. This moon has a super sleepy energy about it. So let's see what comes out with the enchanting cards. Let's go. Right, so let's do this. Just going to show you quickly in the diary. Some notes that I made in my very scruffy handwriting. So we've got Mercury moving into Aries, Moon trining Uranus, Moon conjunct the Sun as it always is on a new moon, Moon conjunct Neptune, and Mercury trining Pluto. And then I've just made some little notes there, which we might refer to as we go along if it comes up in the reading. I've got a chart as well that I might refer to. A la chart. Might have me pointing at that. But we'll try and make it quick, because I actually tried to record this earlier and I just felt so drained. So the intro to the video I actually recorded way earlier, and then I started pulling the cards and I was just like, yeah. Had to go and have a sleep. How very Pisces. So, in we go. I feel slightly refreshed now. Just felt like quite zombified, and I was just really like struggling. Okay. 8 of Fire. So I feel like that is, well, that's the 8 of Wands in ordinary deck, which is an incoming message. Might be something that is sudden, might be fiery, might be impulsive. Mercury is quick, and these birds are looking pretty quick and pretty full of intent. And obviously Mercury has just gone into the fire sign of Aries, which is quite bold. So there might be some kind of bold communication. That one's sticking out. Strength. I needed my strength earlier. Beautiful card though. And I feel like that is a bit of a nod to us needing to tune into our water and find strength actually in our water. Notice that the mermaid here is completely serene, completely peaceful, not taking any big action. They've just sort of popped up. I say they, because apparently they're all genderless in this deck. Obviously I do see quite a feminine character though here on my own perception. What's that? Lurking. in the depths there. Yeah, so the mermaid has risen up and is completely serene, and they're sort of using their water strength, their peace power, to overcome the total rage and chaos of this very fiery dragon. So I feel like that's sort of, we need to rest, recuperate, so that we can remain calm and placid, and overcome our demons. Might also be a bit of a nod to, you know, being ready for that Aries season, which can be a bit fiery and woohoo action. You know, if we aren't well rested, we aren't very strong. And at the moment, with the astrology of that Mercury in Aries, and then we've got heightened emotions with the moon conjunct Neptune, and maybe like old thought patterns surfacing through the moon, trining Uranus. So that might be bringing up some demons, some emotional awakenings might be happening. So it's probably best to like chill and be still. Ooh, one just flew out, knocking the camera over as I tried to get to it. The World. Gosh, that's a beautiful card. Look at all the lanterns. Yeah, you know, shine our light out into the world. That's what I'm getting. We need to be rested and ready to shine our light out bright and spread it, you know, globally. Loving these dreamy clouds as well. And look at the sort of watery star-like magic coming down out of them. And the world is, you know, about a sense of completion. It's like the penultimate kind of card, isn't it? End of a cycle, and we're at the, like we're at a completion point here, with it as being in the final sign of Pisscies. You know, it's like fantastically celebrational. It's like a little party going on to say, you know, we did it, we reached the end. But, you know, Pisces sort of knows that with every ending is a new beginning, and that is to be celebrated. So I feel like there's this maybe we've got some intense emotional inner messages to process as well. Maybe stuff's coming up in our emotions. Maybe that's what we're trying to find our strength over. This could be happening at a soul level, in the subconscious, like in our soul, or it could be happening in the 3D in society for us. Like there could actually be an actual interaction coming in, or it could just be something that we're still processing and finding our strength to sort of overcome. But we do need to come from that watery place, that very feminine, introverted, placid sort of dream space, and that's where the strength is to you know, come to our completion. And once we've processed all that, that's truly our new beginning. That one is trying to make me take it. 6 of Water. We've got the lanterns again there. So let me just pop those down. There's often a sense of nostalgia with what would be the 6 of Cups, this one. So at that, you know, at an ending, often we do have that a sense of nostalgia and looking back. And with the moon conjunct Neptune, that heightened emotion thing can be very reflective. And the moon is all about sort of reflection, reflecting on our emotions. Beautiful. Love the white rabbits here as well. There's this like sense of innocence and this fertility of like roots of where we came from, but in like a positive kind of whimsical, innocent way. Like, I mean, it looks like, you know, mother and child here. Interesting that it's Mother's Day as well. That's quite cute. But you know, it could be, you know, childhood best friends, or again we've got these clouds, these dreamy clouds. That's very sort of Neptune-y, Piscean. I almost want to stop there because I feel like if I carry on, we're gonna get to the dark grizzlies. Should have maybe just stopped there. No, it's Chloe, she won't stop there. This top one wants to slide off. 6 of Earth, another 6. So she looks like, they look like they're in a very deep trance here, quite meditative. And I do think under this Piscean moon, Neptune energy, you know, people might be getting quite a lot of weird dreams and visuals and messages coming up from their subconscious. And I feel like one side is quite lush and plentiful and spring-like, and you know, there's the hummingbirds with the nectar. Then the other side is a bit more wintry, a bit more barren. Like the crow is wise, but this side looks more sort of scarce. So finding that sort of, we are in March as well, which is like a betwixt and between season. Like, are we in spring or are we in winter? We're not quite anywhere yet. We're kind of straddling a border. We're neither here nor there. We're somewhere in between. And we need to be still in this somewhere in between and not give too much. We need to recognize where we are maybe giving too much away. So, and you know, we need to keep some for ourselves. We don't want to end up in like a scarcity. I don't feel like this is like a fear mode. But it's maybe like reassessing and getting some powerful subconscious messages about where we are holding on to things or overgiving, and like need to look at that balance of giving and receiving. So we might be headed for the dark path now, guys. But hopefully not. Remember, every ending is a new beginning. It's all going to be good. Just might have a little bit of tricky things to process first. This one. The Fool. Oh, what was I just saying? Let me just shove the cards up and bring... Can I bring that down any further? Not really. Let's be really technical and shove the table forward. Woohoo! So yeah, the Fool is a new beginning. I love the robin on this card. I feel like this is, you know, coming into spring under that blossom tree, the bird call, the bees are starting to buzz. It's that coming of Aries season, and the spring finally coming back to us. I do like that. And we do have that Mercury going into Aries, and followed shortly by the sun. The equinox and start of Aries is on the 20th of this month. We've got a full moon in Libra coming up as well. That's going to be a biggie. That's going to be a final blast out of stuff. And looking at this, that might be to do with that, you know, because that's like that Libran sort of balance and that Venus-y kind of wanting harmony. And wanting balance and reassessing whether we are being balanced. I feel like I'm getting, it's quite Taurusy though, that one really. It's very earthy and very Venus-y. But what comes after Aries? Taurus. We have got some signs in Taurus as well. I mean, some planets in Taurus as well. Got Jupiter and Uranus, I think. Ooh, there's our card. Ooh. It looks beautiful. What is it? The Devil. It's the most beautiful devil card. This and the Light Seers devil card are the most beautiful devil cards I've ever seen. I like it when a deck has a really, you know, smooth, glamorous devil card, because that's, you know, the devil is always enticing. It tells you what you want to hear. It's charming. And look at the fairy, like a moth to a flame. One more card, please. That one's just fell off the top. 9 of water. That's very Venusian. Almost reminds me of Aphrodite, that one. So that would be your 9 of cups. Sorry, I've got a pencil case under the table. I'm going to do some painting after this. So I've got a nice metal tin under there. The characters look kind of similar in this card, in these two cards. We have got a lot of Neptune stuff going on. So maybe not being deceived by glamorous offers that may come rushing in. Just be careful of getting lost in any kind of deceptive energies, because dreaminess is beautiful, but we can get lost in delusion at times. And you know, people can come in when we're in these kind of heightened emotional states, or these like dreamy states, and you know, they can manipulate that. This 9 of Cups is so lovely though. She's got the apples there though, bit of forbidden fruit maybe. I do like the dragonfly on there, bit of transformation. So Mercury is also, as it's moved into Aries, It's also sex-styling Pluto. And these dragonflies have just made me think of transformation. You know, they're similar to butterflies in that they go into like a bit of a chrysalis type thing, into these little pods and like dissolve and re-emerge. They're like these weird little water grub things, or like they don't have the beautiful wings initially, and they re-emerge like a butterfly does with the lovely wings. I don't know if water grubs is the right term, because I think they always do have legs, and grubs don't really have legs, but never mind. I digress. See, what I'm finding a little bit tricky about this energy is it's coming after the devil and after the fall. And obviously, as mentioned, Mercury being in Aries, and I think it's like this is going forward. So Mercury is a bit of a trickster energy, it can be. It can like mess with things a bit, and Aries can be a bit impulsive. So you might not want to like rush into things and get deceived. And see, the Nine of Cups, it is like your wish is being granted. But did I actually say it out loud? Did I say forbidden fruit out loud? I don't know if I did. You know, what does the devil offer but forbidden fruit in a way? And so I feel like not be careful what you wish for, but let me put this into words. Like, when we don't want to get lost in too much plentifulness or overly enticed by, you know, too much plentifulness. You know, not be sort of greedy, and don't let it get us out of balance. You don't want to sort of get like drunk on these I don't know, I'm getting like kind of poison apples, like the sweetness maybe can be a little bit intoxicating. So we do want our dreams to come true, and it's lovely to have them, but just kind of got to keep ourselves in check and make sure that, you know, we're conscious of how lucky we are when our dreams and our wishes are granted. But also not to be deceived and enticed by what may appear to be an overly sort of like a really glamorous offer. What do I want to take? I feel like the light seers will look really good against these cards. Tell me more about the Nine of Water and the Devil. That one wants to come out. The Emperor. Well, that's Aries energy. The ram skull on the wall behind, Mars energy, and that's where we're going. And he again is, the Emperor is only a good Emperor and only ruling in a balanced way, only ruling in a good way when he is being balanced. He can be a bit maniacal, he can be a bit fiery, a bit egomaniac-y, and I think that's what the warning is. That one. Two of Cups. Again, nice Neptune-y, dreamy, watery vibes. You know, there's a lovely sunrise on the horizon or sunset. Every ending is a new beginning. It could, you know, both. The sun setting, the sun rising seamlessly. The beautiful rainbow magic coming out of it. And then going back to this card about the balance and not overly giving, maybe protecting our energies and not overly giving to people that are maybe manipulating our dreams, who are seeing our emotional vulnerability through what we are wishing for and maybe taking advantage, or again that keeping the ego in check. But if we can keep that in balance, if we can keep our energy in balance and not give our energy too much away to the wrong path, the wrong people, the wrong project, the wrong, like a perversion of our dream, make sure it's make sure it stays like pure to your dream. And then we get the sun. That's gorgeous. So yeah, shining a light on it all. And you know, the sun is coming back on the equinox. So yeah, it's all looking pretty good. But almost the point where like maybe it's just me, maybe I just not interested. Trust in the magic though. I think we do need to trust in the magic. But you know, it's never all glitter and rainbows. There is always that danger of throwing ourselves out of balance. But if we can sort of overcome these little demons and find our peaceful strength to overcome them, then we are going somewhere good. But just keep in check. Keep that devil in check. So that we don't over-intoxicate ourselves on apples. I'm not being literal here. I'm speaking highly metaphorically. I think should we do an everyday witch, or I think I want one archetype just to, because we have got that Pluto-iness is like, I'm just like, there is some kind of scorpionic stuff lurking around, I feel, in vibes, not really in, I mean, Pluto is quite a, like the dragonflies here, and that dragon there, just, and the crow, oh, this one's sticking out, the seed. What does the seed need to grow but the sun? And a little bit of magic. But I feel like this is, you know, balanced giving and receiving here. Which I don't know if I pointed out before, which I mentioned this card again, but I feel like that is reflecting that, like if we can hold our energy here and not overgive and get it in balance, then we will get to a balanced point of giving and receiving with something. But going back to the seed, obviously we are under a new moon, you know, intention setting, clearing out any old baggage for our to grow our seed of new beginning. So that's lovely again. God, that nap did me really good, I feel. And then we'll do an everyday witch and see what pops out. Always with this. I've got cards everywhere. One card, one final message from La Universe. This one. Accept love. I've pulled that card before and it's just beautiful. And you know, the nine of water and the 2 of cups can be accepting love. So I think that's just nice, really. It's all looking good, guys. I suggest that we all remain peaceful and take plenty of naps and don't overdo our energy and action stations vibes, and just be peaceful, strong, calm in our self-loving energies. And then we can, you know, go into this new beginning in a nicely balanced way, feeling refreshed, having cleansed out any sort of darkness that we were maybe holding on to. And then our seeds will grow plentiful, and we'll have this nice giving, receiving loop of love. Let me find the accept love one, because they sometimes have a little spell, or like the sort of magic growth type thing. So, let me pause it. Hang on. So it's got action, sit someplace quiet, light a red or pink candle. White will always do as a substitute. Gaze at the flame for a few minutes. Breathing deeply. Feel your heart open and expand as you exhale. Send some love out for those you care deeply. As you inhale, take in the love that others have offered you. If you aren't feeling that at the moment, then take the love of the goddess who is always there and always ready to give it. Repeat as needed when you are feeling alone or having trouble letting love in. So yeah, doing the whole self-love. And it's talking about, have you been struggling with giving and receiving, which is on this card. And I feel like that card is talking about bringing it to balance here as well. Then the magic is the heart chakra, as the name suggests, is the one that rules giving and receiving love. If your heart chakra is blocked or out of balance, that can make it difficult to do either. Sit with your hands over the centre of your chest, close your eyes. If you'd like, you can visualise this chakra as either pink or a combination of pink and green. Try to sense whether or not the energy is flowing smoothly up to the throat chakra above, down to your core, in your mind's eye. Try moving the energy. So I've got quite a few meditations that do similar things to these on the end of some of my yoga videos. If it won't spin in that direction, try spinning it in reverse, counterclockwise. So just, tuning into your chakras. If you really focus, you can get the coloured energy to move first in one direction, then the other. If it seems to be stuck, or if you see grey or black overwhelming the pink, try visualising the healing warmth of the element of fire melting away any blockages that surround your heart with light. Send yourself love. That is always a good place to start. Yeah, and it's got like the sun and this 2 of cups and the seed. So I feel like that is, that melt away the bad stuff, guys, and let the love in. Find acceptance. I feel like today is a really good day to accept yourselves. My nap was very self-accepting. Self-accepting of my utter exhaustion. So namaste, that's the reading. I will post it out some point today. this evening, and I will also add a link to the unboxing of this. Where's the lid gone? My God, I've really spread out today. Cripes, I can't find it. Nope, that's the light seams. Oh, there it is. The unboxing of this, the Enchanted Förhäxa tarot. So I'll put that in there. I've also got a Pisscies yoga new moon yoga class. God, I really struggle to get my words out there. And so I'll pop a link into that. Hopefully I'll remember to put all the links in that I've said I'll put in. Yeah, and I'll stick my LinkedIn tree one in there, and then there's like my socials and my my shop with my crystals and some of my ceramic art. I made loads of really nice wheel-turned pots yesterday as well. So I got very creative yesterday in the name of Pisscies season. And that's all. So really I'm going now. Namaste. All the love.